So this is our pilot episode, hopefully to be a lot more, of me and Rob just driving around in the PA, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, New York area, just checking out weird places, haunted places, possibly haunted, maybe something with some alien folklore in there. We have a whole long list of places that we wanted to check out. So of course the first one that we had to do, smack dab in the middle of everything, Mission 1, Red Bank, New Jersey. What are we going to be doing, Rob?
Oh, we're just going to go down to my old stomping grounds where I grew up at, because somebody here in this car wanted to go and find some creepy, haunted, out-of-the-way places.
Supposedly haunted.
Supposedly. So that's what we're going to do today.
Mm-hmm. So pretty much what this is going to be is just checking out areas in New Jersey, PA, Delaware, Maryland. The whole Northeast is just full of areas of old folklore, legend, things like that. We're not going to be looking around trying to debunk or prove that ghosts exist or alien landings or anything like that. We're just merely curious of these areas because we grew up here and, you know, there's just so much legend. So we just want to check these areas out and kind of just share our impressions with you guys.
So today, Adam and I went out exploring in central Jersey, going to some of my old stomping grounds when I was little, because some of the places around there are a little abandoned, a little creepy, but overall, good places to go around and explore.
So, of course, the first place that Rob says that we have to go is this evil, creepy, friggin' clown on, I think, Route 35 in New Jersey. I know this is kind of a famous spot. This sign has been up for a very long time. It has kind of an odd history to it that the artist who did the face for Steeplechase at Coney Island and also at Asbury Park designed this thing, and this thing's been around for a while. There's a lot of local lore.
And this thing has been there for I don't know how long, many years. I kind of wish that we went inside because they have merchandise of this frickin' clown. And it was something I always drove by whenever I went to church or see my grandparents. And yeah, you guys could tell me whether or not you think this thing is creepy and if they should probably take this thing down or if they should probably keep it. This thing is freaking phenomenal. I love this thing. It's so odd and oddly placed.
He has like this really creepy red thumb and he's like kind of scratching his belly there and just has this really menacing grin on his face. And I think the place was called like Circus Liquors or something like that too. And of course, after we left, Rob mentions, oh, they have like merch inside for the clown, and like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I wish we would have turned around and gone back. Maybe in another episode, if you guys want us to do that, we'll go check that out.
So the second place was someplace that I used to go to with my brothers, and actually the first time I went there was after I did a sleepover with them one time, and it was this old abandoned miniature golf course. This place was probably running for, God man, several years. And only probably within the past 10 years or so, I guess they couldn't operate anymore, so they took out a majority of all the little things there, the windmill, all the little whirly dervish stuff there, all the crazy stuff that you would have at a miniature golf course. They ripped all that stuff out, so there's nothing but the skeleton remains and the imprints of this old miniature golf course. It's now overgrown, it's in the middle of the woods, and there's some creepy stuff that used to go on there even when the place was operating, especially if you went there at night. Because this place was open like at night. I think you could like do golfing up until about 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
So we would come here sometimes, you know, afterwards. And be like, oh, they're closed, but then you would start seeing stuff like over here. Or we would play like a full game and halfway through when we're on that side, I'm starting to see stuff like around this area right here. Like where all this like mold and everything is, like this area over here. And of course this tree wasn't as long.
Right.
But it's like right on the other side of the...
and the road is not, you know, I mean, from back behind us there is, but I mean, you could hear cars through the trees, but there's not anything like really close, so it wouldn't be headlights shining through the trees or anything like that.
It's one of those things where you just see it out of the corner of your eyes.
Right.
It's like, this is not an animal, this is something that's, you know, that's more full-bodied. But you would see it like around like the tree line and whatnot.
But one thing that we did find that Rob had to pick up, that we had to play with, was a fucking bleached skull. And at first I was like, no, don't touch this thing. This is a creepy area. Let's leave the skull. Skull lives here. We bless said skull. But no, that wasn't enough. Rob had to pick it up and look at this thing. And it's like, oh, I wonder what this is. Now, I don't really know too much about this. My girlfriend Nina, however, she loves taxidermy. She loves weird shit like that. So she wasn't with us today. I texted her a picture of it and sent it to her. I was like, hey, what is this? She came back and said it was probably a woodchuck. So it's probably what it is. So after we're leaving, getting back in the car, and of course, what does she text me? Take the skull. Take it. I was like, really? Really, do you want to do this? Like, if there's a fucking hex on this thing, if there's a mini golf hex on this bleached ass skull, it's on you. It is on you, or it's on Rob for taking it. So Nina was like, no, please, please, please. So I got back out of the car, hopped the fence again, went and found it, wrapped it back up, and brought it home. So now this skull will forever be in my home. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Got the skull. Let's go get some lunch.
And then we had the in-between going to Barnacle Bill's and leaving the creepy miniature golf course. We had the old government road. The government road pretty much goes from the Sandy Hook area into Jersey, and I'm pretty sure that this was like a military thoroughfare to kind of like cut through all the garbage of Jersey in case there was any kind of, you know, military convoy or something that had to cut through to go over to the coast.
What I've heard about this place, it's this highway. I think it runs down to Sandy Hook, but there is a massive military base on here. If you turn onto this road, like what you were saying also, you won't even get 100 feet until you have like armed guards stopping you, and they'll ticket you, and you could get up to like, you know, a $500 fine or like 30 days in jail. It's pretty crazy. Apparently that there's a facility down here that holds nuclear weapons.
Yeah, the road's like right down here. See the warning sign right here?
There it is.
U.S. government property, no trespassing.
Yeah, no trespassing. Holy shit.
And it just like runs parallel to all of this stuff.
Just runs parallel.
Yeah, let's just see like how far down we could go. But yeah, every single intersection here, they're going to have
yeah, do not turn.
And they have their own like private railway right here too. Here we go, coming up to the promised land right now.
Beautiful Mustang right there, but yeah. Going to lunch, gotta go somewhere.
Gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, gotta go.
Where do we gotta go? Gotta go to Barnacle Bill's. We are at Barnacle Bill's Grog Shop.
Of course, we gotta stop at a place, a pirate shop, to get some lunch.
That's right.
Taking a break from looking at haunted places.
There's only one thing you have to get after a day of exploring.
So what is it that you gotta get?
You gotta get the cheddar burger. You gotta get it medium rare. You gotta get it medium rare. You gotta get the side of fries, and you're also gonna have to get the side of the cheddar cheese dip. So we've received the bounty, the great bounty that is the Barnacle Bill's cheddar burger.
I'm just over here laughing about how freaked out you are. No, it is badass.
And this, look at this flow, look at this lava flow of just juices and just loveliness just like happening right here.
Your extra cheddar sauce.
Yeah, the extra cheddar sauce you have to specifically have for the fries. You have to mix the ketchup, fries, do this.
Now, after we ate, Rob said we're gonna go to one more spot. Didn't tell me what it was. I like a mystery. I love mysteries. So, where do we go? We're going down the road, down the road, down the road. And he's like, well, here we are. And it was the Marlboro Asylum, which apparently now is closed.
Ah, looks like they closed it up. Notice, activity is all monitored by video cameras.
God damn it.
You know what's back there?
What's back there?
The Marlboro Asylum.
The asylum was back there.
Uh-huh.
God damn.
Let's see. All vehicles must stop with guard, no trespassing.
That sucks.
Let's see. All vehicles and personnel entering or leaving premises subject to search. Ooh.
Gonna get in some trouble.
The old crazy asylum where crazy stuff would happen. And you've probably heard about stuff that happened in like asylums, weird like mental experiments, or just like freaking crazy people that get locked up for like their entire lives. Yeah, that's what this whole place was. And I knew people that had to go into the hospital when that thing was still operating all the way in the back of the complex. You would drive through and there would be these like creepy dirt roads. Over on the side you would see these old playgrounds, rusted and dilapidated. And if you ever been to McDonald's and seen those like little like fry guys that are on the big springs that go back and forth, yeah, they had those kind of things there, and those things would just sway in the wind as you drove by. It was creepy. It was nasty and crazy, but we couldn't get in, so we couldn't see everything. Everything was overgrown now, and we tried to get in through a back way, but there was some freaking like almost mall cop kind of dude waiting at the end of the road, just waiting for somebody to go through it.
So we go down this side road, and I wasn't recording. I had the camera out, and we just see, we're going down the road, and there's this Jeep that's parked about, I don't know, like 50 feet down. And as soon as we're going, I just see the door swing wide open. It says something, something security on there. And this guy, with just all his piss and vinegar, just fucking hops out. He is ready to go. He is just waiting for two fucking idiots with a camera looking to go to the Marlboro Asylum to come down this road. This guy was eyeballing us the whole goddamn time, so I didn't want to record or anything like that. I didn't need to egg on or rent a cop to come over here. I didn't want a problem with that. I just found it really funny that this guy was like so hopped up. He was so ready to go and jump on us and yell at us and tell us to turn the fuck around because you can't go there.
So I told you, man. I told you we can't. They're monitoring the property. I mean, breaking into abandoned areas is fun and all, but
breaking in, it's just walking in on public property.
leisurely walking in. Yeah. So if they're monitoring that hard, well, I don't want to go back there and get in trouble.
There's stuff that's been goings on in there.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's like creepy stuff that like happened back there. It's an asylum.
Right.
Crazy kind of, you know, humanitarian stuff.
I still would love to check out the Marlboro Asylum though. That sounds pretty cool from what Rob was talking about, how all the buildings are just dilapidated back there. I know he mentioned something about like those weird springy kind of little kids rides that you can have, and those things are just kind of swaying in the breeze. That's something out of like, you know, a Stephen King novel that's creepy as shit. So I would just love to see that. But other places that we will explore in the future, I'm sure we'll be on that creep level. So I had a great time today for our first excursion out. I think it was awesome. You know, we're not out here to debunk any theories. We're not out here to catch a ghost on film, to catch alien footage on film. We're just out here exploring these creepy out-of-the-way places and just giving our reactions to you guys and sharing all these places with you guys. And if you live in the area, please go check them out too.